Go live. Go live.
Yes.
We're waiting. You're live. There we go. Happy Friday.
Whoop, whoop.
Happy Friday. We used to do lunchtime lives, didn't we? Especially on a Friday. We did lunchtime lives during COVID for about 6 months. But if you are here today, Cheryl and I are back together. Yay! It's for the first time in about a month we've done a live together. It might be longer. Well, no, we did the masterclass, didn't we? But
Yes.
we want to talk to you about self-doubt. We're talking all things self-doubt at the minute because it's been coming up and coming up and coming up. And it's perfect timing because this month we are running self-doubt to all out, which we'll tell you a little bit about in a minute. But there isn't a call that we ever do with any clients where self-doubt doesn't come up, or a DM or a message or anything we do across the tens of thousands of people in our community that share with us. Self-doubt is one of the biggies, which is why we created self-doubt to all out, 3 years ago now, and we counted the other day like over 7,000 people have been through it, so it works. So stay tuned and you'll find out why. But yes, self-doubt. I mean, for me, my self-doubt really showed up for so many years in corporate. So Cheryl and I were 20 years in corporate. If you're new to us, you might not know this about us. And if you're here, say hi, tell us where you're at and where you're watching us as well, because we can't see all the different platforms. But I had a pervasive self-doubt in my life. So when I'm teaching it really is from that place of like, I get it. I say, yeah, I hear you. It was from being a little girl. We even write about it in the book, don't we? Like, and become the real you. I don't ever remember not doubting myself, but thought there was something wrong with us because I did. Yours came across a little bit differently, didn't it? Like your doubt was more around after you had Holly and parenting and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like in corporate, in work, that I did doubt myself. I just wasn't aware of it, if that makes sense. I would just like bool around and just get shit done and just like get on with things. I didn't like stop. I wasn't like a sit and reflect about things or like question things. I would just like bool forward and just do it. But I still had obviously limiting beliefs that were sitting there. So, but yeah, definitely more so when I became a parent at the age of 25 and I'd never held a baby before. And becoming a parent, then being a single parent when Holly was 6 months, that was definitely more doubting my parenting capabilities. So I suppose at work I was a ball breaker, and then at home I was like, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
But it manifests in every different ways, and I always say this: self-doubt is different to imposter syndrome, and that's a whole other live that we'll share with you at some point. But the reason that we wanted to chat to you about it today specifically is we get lots of women coming to us saying, like, I want to manifest my dream job, and I want to manifest a baby, and I want to manifest a new house, and I want to manifest da, 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 da. But then minutes into the conversation, what really becomes apparent is while that might be what they want, they actually doubt that their ability to do that. So their self-doubt is actually the predominant thing that they think, and they're thinking all the time, well, I can't do that. Well, I'm 54, how can I start a business? Or I'm 46, how can I start a business? Or I'm 32, how can I start a business? Or I've always attracted the wrong men, how can I attract the right one now? Or I've never lived in a house like that, how could I buy a house like that? You know, so you're always doubting, and the limiting beliefs, the doubts that you have are actually the thing that you spend most of your time thinking about. So you're thinking this, but you want this, and they're on completely different wavelengths and frequencies. And the old thing of, it's like trying to listen to Rock FM, but you've got classic tuned into your radio, classic FM. Like you can't. The two things don't work. So this is why Cheryl and I are really, apart from the fact that it makes you happier, you have more balance, and you can, become the master of your mind. We want you to know how to change your beliefs and change how you think, because ultimately we are all here to manifest the best life that we can imagine for ourselves, right?
And I think as well, when you talk like you want this and you're here, quite often we think that this is so far away, so impossible from where we are. Well, then that's when we, like as Donna says, we get more tuned into the thing that we're not qualified, or I won't be able to do this, because we can't see the path. We can't see how to get from here to here. Oh, the camera's backwards on stream from here to here. So then we're just like, oh, well, there's no point trying. Like Donna says, then we just start focusing on the things that we don't want and the things that we don't believe are possible for us. We start just keeping ourselves stuck because it's like, it's not clear how we get from there to there. It's like, well, what's the point in trying? And then we start just tuning into all the BS that we're telling ourselves. I'm not capable.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified. I'll just go and do another qualification. If I get another certificate, then I might start. Once I've got all of these certificates, then I might start and work for how to get from here to here. But we just kind of like give up, didn't we? We were just saying like we're going to victim energy. We feel like we're being done to.
Yeah.
Don't we?
And there was this incredible woman in my, messaging us last night in our DMs on Insta. She's incredible, and she's signed up for the challenge already. And I just said, look, where is it getting in your way? Where is this self-doubt getting in your way? And she went, everywhere, Donna, like everywhere, in my relationships and how I feel about myself, in my career, and the fact that I want to start a business and be my own boss, but I just doubt that I've got the capability, or I doubt that I could be an entrepreneur, I doubt I could make money, or I doubt people would pay me, and she said, I'm literally like, I am in my way, and I don't want to be anymore. Now is my time. I am ready to change this. And I'm like, you are in the right place. And that's what self-doubt all out is about. It is 5 days. We did it originally years ago as a masterclass, didn't we? And we were like, so much here. Like, we want to teach it in a much deeper way. And I mean, I always laugh and say, I know sometimes you sign up for things and you think it's going to be like 40 minutes of self-promotion, 10 minutes of teaching with a sell at the end. Like, it is 5 days of teaching you how to change, shift, transform, transmute the energy of thought, your mind, to create a completely different reality for yourself. And I will say this every time you speak to me, because we have women now in our world whose lives this has changed, completely transformed how they see themselves and what opportunities they see for themselves, whether that's having babies, buying houses, starting businesses, or going from 5 figures to 6 figures. This challenge gives you the tools to apply how you feel about yourself in any area of your life or your business where you feel like the self-doubt is actually the thing calling the cards, and the imposter syndrome shows up in perfectionism and procrastinating and overworking and all the symptoms that you get when you're in your own head about it. Let me know if you're watching, is this resonating, and like how your self-doubt shows up for you. And I'd love to know, if you didn't doubt yourself, even if you watch it on replay, play along. If you weren't doubting yourself, what would you do? Like, what would you do? We asked this question in the Soul System, our free Facebook group, the other day, and it's amazing the things that people would do if they didn't doubt themselves. But what blows my mind is the option for you to not have your self-doubt calling the shots is available to you right now. Like, Cheryl and I won't hold back. We will show you how to change how you think about what you can do.
Because when we're like tuning into the limiting beliefs and the BS, and we believe that that's true, and we say this all the time, we don't challenge it, we don't question it, we just kind of accept that's our lot. This is the way it's meant to be. I've made me better lying it. So we don't like question, are some of these things that I'm telling myself really, really true? Do I have any evidence of these things? We just believe that that's the case. So we want to help you and teach you and give you tools so that you can start to question. When something isn't working for you, you can question it and go, all right, well, is there another way? Have I got options? Is there a different way I can think about this? And the answer is yes, there always is. Always.
We're going to give you very specific daily tips and rituals and strategies and methodologies and proven systems to change how you think, because the structure will help you until it becomes second habit. What we are going to say to you right now is, though, and this is where the tough love comes in and the hashtag keeping it real, don't come if you're happier sitting in your own shit and in your own juices, in your own juices, your juices, in your own your juices and excuses, preferring to stick in the story of the past of why you doubt yourself rather than doing something about it. Because it's very easy to sit in that victim energy, as Charles said before, and say, but my ex-husband did this, but my ex-partner did this, but my ex-boss did this, or my boss now says that, and this is why, and this is why. Like, you can have all the reasons in the world. We all have those reasons. It's called life. And at the end of the day, this this challenge isn't like you come and you get a silver bullet or a pill and you take it and you pop away and you don't have to do anything. Improving your self-doubt is work, improving your confidence is work, improving your manifestations is work. If you want to do the work, we'll show you how to do it in a way that accelerates it, makes it easier, and dare I say, it makes it a lot of freaking fun. Or you can choose to keep sitting in your juices and excuses with all your reasons as to why you are the way you are, and trust me, nothing will change. You'll just keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, and that's a whole other lie. But let me tell you, working harder ain't the answer. So if you want a smarter way, a more empowered way, if you're ready to stand in your power, take it back, own who you are, own it, claim it, make the last part of 2024 something like you can't imagine. Because let me tell you, in 5 days, you can change a freaking lot. People's self-doubt goes on average from 4 to 9, between 9 and 10, usually on these 5 days with us. So let me ask you, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Because we're doing
Nothing,
it for free.
nada.
Ain't got nada, 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 nada. So sign up. The link is in the profile. I will pop it in the comments as well below. But the women who've done this before, some of them have come back for the third time now. Like, they love it because every year they learn something else. Every year they hear something differently. So if you are ready to stitch the excuses, to learn how to control your self-doubt, to get your imposter syndrome in a position where it isn't the one calling the shots, these 5 days starting on the 18th of September will change the game.
True that.
That's all I got to say about that.
True that.
So our only thing we ask, we do this for free, is that you help us spread the word that this is happening. There are millions and millions and millions and millions of women out there doubting themselves, not stepping forward, not living the life they want to live, not feeling like it's possible for them. This will change everything for them. So we just ask you to share the link in your socials, in your comments, in your circles, in your whatever, just to make sure that the women who need to see this get to see it, because it only happens once a year. Okay,
See that?
so
Square peeps.
we're off to go and do Friday stuff. We don't normally work on a Friday, but we wanted to drop in and say hi. And we will see you inside the challenge next Friday. The private Facebook group opens. It really gets juicy. So we will see. We'll be dropping in next week. We'll see you soon. Have a magical weekend. Bye.
Bye.